Sweet. Thought I'd go live here for a little bit in the field cultivator, mulch finisher, digger, whatever you want to call it. Working down some corn ground from last year for beans. Maybe get planted tonight, hopefully. Wait for some viewers to catch on if people got questions. A few people hopping on. But we're finally back in the field. First day back in the field after at least 2 weeks, I think. Maybe even closer to 3. I can't remember the day for sure, but what tractor am I in? This is the 8970. John Deere 8970. Our biggest one we got. It's like 400 or 4 1/4. Hey, Agrotopics. But the torque that this thing's got, you can idle way back and it just keeps on pulling. Sticking a little bit to the tires there in the mulch finisher as we cross through a little wet spot there, but it's June 3rd. We gotta go. So that's where we're at. But took a couple videos this afternoon. I was running the rock picker for a couple hours. Maybe not even. Yeah, it was probably an hour and a half for sure. I was in the rock picker. And now over in this thing, he's having a bite to eat. I'm gonna run this for a few hours and then I gotta go to work. With all the money I make from the county, why not buy a new one? Well, make a fair amount, but it's not like that. But I'm also, I don't own this farm, so I'm a farm hand, so I got no money in this farm. Like to someday, I would love to farm, but I know you're just kidding. I'm just, for some people that'll watch this later, I'm just a farm hand. I'd love to have a farm someday though. I'm a type of guy, I pick the mulch finisher all the way up when I turn around, and just because I think it's so hard on the twisting on the shanks and everything, so that's why I do that. And that's also why I make a lap around the whole field twice, so I can turn around on smooth ground instead of bouncing this thing across plowed or ripped ground. It's really hard on the equipment. When does insurance go down? It already did for corn, from my understanding. I'm not in on all the financials with his stuff, but our corn date was 2 days ago, so we stopped planting corn. Our insurance guy said to focus on beans in between the rains, and it's gonna rain. Chance tonight, slight chance, and then about 50% tomorrow night. We don't know how much we're gonna get. So our bean date, I think, is June 10th. So we got a little bit of time, but we're starting to get there, especially for our 2.0 beans that we haven't planted yet. Hello from the cab of an 8400R planting a bean field in Alabama. Whew, that sounds pretty sweet. Sounds like a nice rig. You guys got a lot of rain down there, didn't you? Like with all that Oklahoma and Arkansas flooding and stuff. Or you must not be part of that if you're able to be in the field, obviously. But beans is in 2 weeks for you. Yeah, it's a little different for everybody's region and whatnot, but I'm almost certain ours is June 10th. So glad to see it back in the field. Appreciate that. It's been antsy, and I've been antsy to get you guys a video just to show us that we're still alive. But this is seriously the first day I posted. The last video I posted was the last day we were in the field. I posted it the day we were in the field, and this is the first day back in the field since then. What do you do, huh? Look at all that dust. That's how fast these dried fields, and the sun's out really well yesterday and today. But I mean, these fields are, and honestly, like, it's making a lot of dust, but there's still, like, there's a lot of moisture in this ground still. Don't think it's dry just because it's dusty. Staying north of us is supposed to get 3 inches to this weekend, so we're trying to get it done. 350 more acres. Wow. Well, good luck to you. Hopefully you can beat that. Maybe you can't see this, but I got the guidance is set up. I have to steer. It's a light bar, so basically it just kind of tells me where I should be roughly if I don't want to be spun around. I tend to just look backwards the most, but my phone battery has been dying because my phone's like 2 years old, and I've only been awake for like 3 hours, and it's already down to 50%, and this kills my battery. So we'll see how long this lasts. I need a new phone. It's hard to do that all turning, picking up, and setting down one-handed. About 3 months ago, I went to look at an 8570. Great tractor. Yeah, we love it. We loved it so much that he went out and bought an 8870, and then that's a sweet tractor too. And then they did some deal with my uncle, and my uncle uses that predominantly now. And we can use it if we need it, I guess. But that's why we worked out the 8120 deal, and we use that a lot more than we probably would with the 8870. It's just more versatile. But great tractors, the 70 series, even the 60 series for that matter. These are great tractors. I love running this thing, especially now that they got the high idle fixed out. How's it going, Ontario Egg guy? Yeah, now that they got the high idle fixed out, this is a slick rig to run. You make quick work of it, field. You know, I think this is over to the railroad tracks over there. Is it like 50 or 55 acres? I can't keep them all straight. I got them in my phone, but I can't look at that now. With a couple acre wet hole in the middle. So we, I mean, you can make quick work with a 42-foot wide. Where are you from? Southern Minnesota, like an hour south of Minneapolis. Not even 45 minutes south of Minneapolis. Yeah, it's going pretty dang well here for us. I could maybe be at a little more of an angle, but I kind of just watch how smooth it's leveling off. I'm at a slight angle. If you really get your angle aggressive, you get bouncing, and it gets violent in the cab. Maybe a track machine you can get away with it, but I'm running about 5 miles an hour. You guys done on corn? Yeah, so I'll mention that in my next video that I'm going to post maybe either tonight or tomorrow, hopefully, depending on how my internet acts up. But, and I got to work, so I don't know when I'll get time to edit it together, but we are past our corn date, and we're going to do preventative plant. So on the rest of the acres, and then insurance guy said focus on beans. So here we are. It's unfortunate. It's not the way you want to farm, but it's the only way to, I think it'd be a waste to try to do corn, and if something happened and it's so late in the year. The dust is kind of rolling right with me this way, but now this other way it should be a lot better. But ooh, the video's gonna get a little hairy every time I turn around. But then I just go back and I just cross across my tracks on the headlands, brush them up. But I don't like being hard on equipment, so that's why I do that smoothness to turn around on. In the back, the orange 4055, I have no clue why it's that color. Nice. June 10th sounds like last day of dairy feed corn. Okay. Yeah, it's different for everybody, like the region you're in. I don't remember for sure. Maybe it's a little later, but I can't remember. Like I say, I don't get involved with the financial or like the behind the scenes stuff. I just come out and help fix and operate stuff. So he talks a little bit, but I like to learn that stuff because I'd love to farm someday. But it's beautiful out. The sun was a little hazy yesterday from the Canada wildfires, but we got some wind today too, and with the sun beating down, it was a little hazy this morning, but just about lunchtime it looked like it was actually breakfast time for me, but it looked like it peaked out behind all that haze, and this is going to be an excellent drying day. So we're working all these acres. I picked rock. The rock picker is about, I would say, 45 acres ahead of the drill. The roller is about 15 to 20 acres ahead of the drill. And then the mulch finisher here, we're going to be about 75 acres ahead of the drill here in a little bit. So we're doing what we can. But they got some manpower. We're just getting this ground worked up, getting it drying out. And then tonight, after about 5 o'clock probably, they've got another guy coming out when I have to leave to go to work. That guy will run the roller, and he'll run the drill, or vice versa. And we'll keep moving. And then I'll sleep tomorrow morning. I'll come out again tomorrow afternoon and do what we can before tomorrow night's rain. And just keep moving. Mother Nature, it's got control. I mean, you can still see a lot of corn ears on the ground from the tornado come through this field. And right there. And it just kind of keeps you honest. It keeps you humble that there is a bigger power out there. And how Mother Nature was able to control the whole operation this spring even. Like, it makes you humble. It makes you know. Just keeps you in check. It's a good thing. But yeah, I'd say it's working up pretty good. There's some pretty good moisture, but this sun and wind is gonna dry it out. Let's see, where am I falling behind here? One of my buddy's family's farm just started corn. Yeah, there's honestly like just a couple miles to the north of us, they haven't turned a wheel. 2,000 acres. You guys at least get all your corn in? No. Maybe 2/3. Maybe not quite. Well, close to 2/3. Just shy of 2/3 probably. Sounds like the country's 58% planted. That's down 90% from last year. A third of the farmers are out. Preventing the plant might see $6 corn besides the. Honestly, you might. I don't know. I don't stay involved with the economy and watching the markets that close, but honestly, this is not good. Like, it's everywhere. It's not just southern Minnesota's struggling or Illinois is struggling this way. It seems to go back and forth. It's like the whole corn belt, it seems. I love this mulch finisher though. You can see the tornado like laid those stalks over, so sorry about that. Quick phone call. It might be like this is not good. It's the whole corn belt. So I had something come up, guys. I gotta go take care of a few things, and then I'm gonna be out of this, so there's not gonna be anything worthwhile watching. So I'm gonna hop out, and then all I'm gonna do is work down this field. I'm gonna take a little video. My phone's dying really fast. I need my battery to tell what time it is to leave for work, and go from there. So you guys take it easy. Look for my new video here in the next couple days, and maybe I'll try to do a live stream tomorrow if I'm in the field. So just a quick one. Thanks for checking in, everybody.